Hello everyone, Andrew here, and welcome to part 10 of Donkey Kong Country 2 Unveiled, where last time we finished off World 3, and man, that sure was a thing where we had 2 levels and the boss, and I don't think that going forward I'm ever going to try to cram that much into an episode again, because every time I think the boss isn't going to be so bad, it ends up being pretty tough, so I think I've learned my lesson there. But World 4 should be quite interesting, and from what we have now heard from a comment from EmptySys, the creator of this hack, was just left on the previous part a couple hours ago before starting to record this part. They say, good luck on World 4, you're gonna need it. Seriously, it's quite the jump in difficulty. So just in case I had any confidence going in, it has now been shattered. But with that, let's get out of World 3. I think we've had enough of the Ice World, which is pretty cool how that whole world was kind of rebranded as Ice. Even had an Ice Cave level, which never existed there previously. But now we're moving on to Crazy Carnival, which from the name sounds like it's going to be similar to what was in the original game, but I guess we'll find out. It has much more of a yellow hue. And Hornet Hole has now been transformed into Sticky Situations. Let's check it out. Oh no, I never did a color today. Well, when we save, I always forget. I'm just so excited to start playing. Who has time for that? So we need to remember how interactions work. So you cannot move on... Yeah, okay. So you cannot move on the honey when you're holding an object. But for some reason, if you're doing a buddy kind of stack where, one Kong is holding the other, you can just walk on the honey perfectly fine. Oh, so they keep coming. So I didn't have to do that after all. Okay, so far we got jumping on honey and destroying zingers. Not too bad. Waiting for that jump in difficulty. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to be like that the whole time now. It's like I was promised more difficulty, and that's what I expect. So yeah, for some reason you can walk on the honey just fine if you're doing a buddy thing like that. But not when you're holding other objects, which is interesting. And I think we're definitely going to want Dixie here. But we obviously have a cannonball hidden somewhere. And hey, there's another section of, it looks like, missing, ceiling up there. But there is a banana here I'm seeing now. And that is a green balloon. So that will be a good spot for getting some lives should we lose them. And I guess we won't worry too much about the cannon right now. It's always a chance, we'll find the cannonball up here. There's a chance that this guy will shoot a cannonball into the cannon. Does it look like he ever does that? And he's green? And he shoots like these weird arcing cannonballs. That is new, and that's very cool. But okay, so this is... Looks like we have a couple of puzzles to figure out here. And where did the other box go? There it is. Okay, so we got that. So we're gonna have to keep an eye on the crazy green cannon coming up. And we also need to perfect our jumps. But thankfully, we have that 2-up balloon spot. How did I get 100 bananas already? That's odd. Didn't save my banana count from previously, did it? Okay, so you have to have a buddy to get that. Why did it sound like there was a DK barrel closer to the beginning, though? I feel like there's probably something if you throw a partner up at the beginning. But again, we'll worry about any secrets that we can't find later. But yeah, this definitely seems strange. Like, he's definitely lined up to shoot a cannonball at that cannon, but his cannonballs do not go straight. So I don't know what's up with that. And we have the friendly zingers, it looks like, making a return. So we're gonna have to make sure we jump on those and avoid any hit detection shenanigans. And okay, so maybe I do see where that increased difficulty is coming from. I have to somehow, on the spot, learn how to deal with arcing and bouncing cannonballs. I wanted to go back and check it out, but that's what I get. Alright, so now we have to do this with just a single Kong, and it should be possible without taking damage. But first you have to make the jump correctly, which I wasn't even able to do. Like, what is the timing for this? Is it like a gap between every third shot like sometimes cannons have? Like, wow, I have no idea what the timing is for that at all. And there's another section coming up where it's just like, I feel like anytime I jump up, it's not a good time. Thankfully, it seems like when you're hanging on from the side, you're not going to take damage, but... can I duck where those 2 bananas are, do you think, and not get hit? Okay, no, it's not going to work. Oh, okay. It seems like I kind of had it right. I just didn't pull it off correctly. Okay, there we go. We finally made it past this part without taking a hit. So now we have a freebie for the next part. Assuming I don't mess it up. And I was thinking maybe I could just make that jump without the help of the zinger, but it seems like it's kind of required. And this we managed to actually kind of time last time. We just didn't, land it correctly. And that time was no better, unfortunately. But okay. So here we go. We got Porcupine Town going on. And now we're jumping over porcupines, and we gotta jump onto this honey while not getting hit by a red zinger. Okay. I was sure we were toast, but thankfully there was a hook. The one time when a hook actually helped us instead of hurting us. So I think I want to jump over that zinger and not try and do like a weird arc thing around it. So we're gonna keep going, and well, we got arcing barrels now too. These are some really cool custom enemies, and that one is blue, which perhaps means that it shoots barrels. Okay, now this is gonna be awkward to time. And yeah, very awkward. So far, I mean, it's what I'd expect from World 4. I think this is kind of consistent with the, arc and difficulty that I'd expect at this point. To this point, though, it's like we haven't had too many... Oh, no. All right, I'll continue that point in a second. Hey, wait a second. Because of that, we actually got both partners here. So does this do anything? No. I was sure that maybe throwing a partner upwards here would do something. Maybe the cannonball would be up there. Okay. It appears that we have not solved the problem of how you get this cannon bonus game at the beginning of the level. It's very possible there's still like a hole somewhere we can go through, a go through wall, kind of shindig. But I guess that's for us to kind of discover more later. It's also possible you get like a cannonball up above and you drop down with it, so I'm not going to spend all day worrying about that right now. We will just continue to play the level normally. And as mentioning before getting destroyed by the level, the difficulty is pretty much what I'd expect, based on the curve that we've seen so far. I'm assuming it's probably going to get a lot worse, but to this point, we haven't really had too much trouble with any level. Maybe like mind over metal, because, we had to get used to our cannonball carrying shenanigans. But otherwise, most of the time spent in levels has been searching for bonus games and stuff. And not normally because the levels are like super tough. And I tried to make a jump to that banana, but the zinger got in my way. That's really tough to not get hit by. And this next one too, they just put like two really tricky cannon related situations in a row. So if you get hit by one, you gotta make sure you perfect the next one. And just, yeah, I don't know, I got it a couple times, but it's tricky. Okay, I think what I need to do for that one is I need to do more of a roll into the hole and then arc back upwards, where I stay too high throughout the entirety of the jump. I think that will probably help us not get hit there from now on. Okay, so I think this is as high up as I can go before, I have to make the jump. Wait, can you not flutter off honey? Interesting, okay. Because I think that's what I just tried to do, and it did not work. And I was trying to grab onto the top of the honey again, and it didn't work either. No, it's funny you can still partner change. The honey's supposed to be so sticky, but there are situations where it seems like maybe that's not so much the case. So if I go like down and then up, yes, that is the trick. We will never ever get hit by that guy again until I forget what I just said, 3 seconds from now. Okay, survive that one somehow. You really have to kind of just time this perfectly, because if you are even like a second too late, the blue zinger is already too low. Okay, so still haven't quite figured this one out. Okay, so there you go. We actually did both of them in sequence, which is kind of amazing. And do we want to be Dixie now? I guess we might as well. May help us in some of these situations. I think I could do the whole buddy thing I showed earlier and take those guys out with a buddy throw, but no reason to risk it quite yet. And Dixie should hopefully... Oh, no, I was trying to jump off the honey. Why aren't you moving? I swear I was like, trying to press left and jump, but they seemed really determined to be stuck to that wall. So what was otherwise going really well ended in disaster. Okay, close enough. I was trying to get a little bit higher up on the honey, but instead Diddy decided he just really wanted to get up to that platform. So now we're doing it solo with Dixie here, and maybe this time we'll actually jump off of the honey. And it's funny, I ended up getting my final blow that time from one of these barrels, but with Dixie, hopefully we can maybe do a little bit better. This is, though, really weird at the time, is you can't jump on the barrel when it's like at its height because you'll collide with it. You kind of have to hit it as it's going down. Something like that. Okay, it actually worked. And then, of course you would have to do it again. Okay, yes. That's awesome, though. And I don't really know where the floor is. I don't know if I should stop. Okay, so there was pretty much no floor. I didn't know if, maybe I should bounce and then recalibrate, but no, you kind of have to do consecutive bounces there, which is rather interesting. I'm not going to cut right here, though, because there's something I want to check. This is really weird, but I think that these bananas down here are actually giving me more than one banana each. Yeah, it was went from 22 to 38. And then 38 to 50. So there's like, 3 sets of 4 stacked on top of each other. That's odd. I didn't know that was a thing you could really do. In Super Mario World, you can't really layer things like that. If you put like an object on top of another object, only the one that's on top will be interactable. But there is actually a weird thing you can do in Super Mario World as well, where if you place those 1-up checkpoints over an object, one of those checkpoints where if you touch 4 of them in sequence, a 1-up appears. If you place an object under those, and then collect the 1-up from those checkpoints, causing those checkpoints to then disappear thereafter, the next time the level loads, the object that was placed under those checkpoints will actually appear instead of the checkpoints. It's odd, but it is actually a really cool thing in Mario World that has led to some interesting level creations over the years. Unfortunately, that wasn't really a known feature back when I was making Omega, so I never made use of it, but there's a tidbit for all you Mario World ROM hackers out there. Not sure why I'm talking about that during a Donkey Kong Country 2 ROM hack, but hey, the more you know. Alright, okay, we're getting that a little bit more consistently. It's not like a perfect art yet. I should probably be Dixie. As much as I want to keep my main character for later, okay, it didn't end up mattering anyway. And wow, okay, we actually did it. Nice. So let's see how we do with Diddy this time. Because it's interesting, something I never really think about when playing the original game. Oh. Well, that's not good. We kind of need him. As I was going to say, something I don't normally think about when playing the original game is that Diddy actually gets a higher bounce height off of enemies. So that would definitely help with that section where we had to bounce on consecutive crocs coming up. But now we don't have him, so Dixie, do your thing. I have no idea what that was, but it was. I don't know why. It feels like sometimes in this level when I try to do things, it doesn't do it. I think it's just because the honey is just awkward in terms of allowing you to control. And man, I thought I was going to have enough time. Alright, close enough. And once again, though, we're not going to have Diddy to help us with the bounce height. But we'll see. Okay, so yeah, that zinger really... You have to be really kind of precise with it. But very good. And okay, so... And then once again, we got this one. This one's tricky to time, too. It's awkward because you have to hit the barrels, like, during their descent. So it's very easy for a thing like that to happen. What did that barrel just break on? Whoa, okay. I meant to throw him upwards, but thankfully, he was immediately somehow inside that barrel that was right there. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe I'll play as Dixie so I can keep Diddy for the later part. I don't know. I have no idea what the best strategy is anymore. But thankfully, I mean, we're getting this part a little bit more consistently. It's still kind of tricky, though. Like, you want to do kind of like a... bleh. Whoa, that was a really high kind of damage bounce for some reason. And that brings us to here again, where it just feels like Diddy is, I guess, better at this beginning part because he jumps better. And it's funny, I never really noticed that when playing the original game. And yet, I just noticed it so much in this ROM hack. Like, it's bizarre how much I notice, just how Diddy bounces higher off enemies and how he jumps better and how he rolls better. Where Dixie has floating, but it's kind of funny. Other than that, I never realized how much she doesn't have going for her. Oh, it was going so well until that. Okay, wow, there is like a safety spot there. Because I realized if I jumped, I was probably going to collide. Okay, so here we go. With good old low bouncing Dixie. It's just, I just don't know if I'm ever going to get the right timing for this. Like, ugh, it's so awkward. Okay, here we go. Okay, that was good. That was very good. Wow, I feel like Wow, that was actually a really surprising hit. Okay, so here we go with good old high bounce and Diddy. Okay, jumps the same height every time, so we really want to hit him on the top of that bounce. Yes! Yes! Now, do you think there's anything below? I don't know. How experimental should I be? And there was a red zinger flying up and down, right? There was, too. And it's just like, okay. And now I got cannonballs going on. I got a thing like that. Can I just walk under you or what? I don't know, but it worked. So I guess I won't complain. And then we're climbing this structure here. Have we seen a single Kong letter yet? Maybe we saw the K. Yeah, I think we saw the K. Whoa, I knew something like that was going to happen. But I have to have you on screen, so... Wow, this is going to be an awkward bounce. A very awkward bounce. Okay, I'm safe here. How do I do this? If I miss, I'm definitely in the line of fire for the next one to come and hit me. Yeah, okay. Like, see, that's exactly what Diddy did, but he actually bounced off it, where instead Dixie kind of just got smacked in the face. Okay, wow, I actually did it with Dixie too. I'm learning it. I'm learning the level. I mean, that's what, you know, you would want to do in any well-designed game. It should be something that you can learn and practice and get better at. So yeah, I'm having a lot of fun. It's tricky, but I am certainly having a good time. Just, you know, every time we get to see a little bit more of the level, it's like, yes! So yeah, hopefully we can see some more of it soon. But we got Dixie, or rather Diddy here, which is what we want. And yeah, he just has, I guess, the ability to smash his face into barrels and jump off them. Okay, so maybe not. You know, I was getting a little bit ahead of myself. Now we gotta do this part, this very fun part. Okay, we did it, wow. Now, can we do this with Dixie? Ooh, just barely. Okay, so it was possible. I mean, last time we took damage from this red zinger, because it kind of goes like way off screen. Is it gonna come back? Oh, no, you can't float after you jump off of honey. I was just gonna kind of get a view of what was going on, but darn, I don't know why I think you can do that. It's very strange. Whoa, I could swear I just clipped through that cannonball, but I'll take it. I sure will take it. Okay, so we got this part again. Bounce, bounce. That one you kind of do want to rush, but then this one you don't. So it's like rush, don't rush. And then remembering to separate the two. All right, so here we go again. So you can't smash his face like directly, but you can kind of smash it. So, okay, very good. And very good. And then this part shouldn't be too difficult. Gotta time it properly, like that. Not really, huh? Okay, sure. Then you fall down here on a hook. And then you do this, and then this. And I don't know if you yeah, so like, last time I didn't get hurt. I don't know. Ugh. I mean, at least if you fail that, I guess it's not like instant death, but still not fun. Wow, okay, I'm surprised I actually didn't get hurt by that one, and now we have this fun one. Oh, wow, we actually made it. Okay, and I feel like with Dixie, I could kind of cheese this, actually. I mean, I guess I could do this with Diddy, too, now that I think about it. It's just, I mean, it made a lot more sense to bounce on them, but I guess, okay, no, you cannot, whoa, you cannot fly. You cannot fly. I don't know, I just don't like this part. And now we want to do that without taking any hits. And here we are at this part again. Like, I've never really thought about rolling, making your hitbox smaller. But I don't know why I did that so easily the first time, and now I can't get it. It's weird that boxes keep coming. Like, is it just like a generator? Like, every single time it breaks, a new one will come? I don't know if that one broke or if it just went off screen, but then again, I was gonna say, you know, maybe if it's exactly 3, can this box be used for anything? I don't know. What if it was like a treasure chest reskinned as a box and a cannonball came out? That'd be very creative, and I don't know if that's a thing you can do, but this hack has done so many amazing things already that you really do have to kind of keep an open mind and not getting stuck in what the original game did, thinking, well, that's not possible, because I just don't know anymore what is possible and what is not. But we don't want to have a blue zinger situation here, so we're gonna do a thing like that. And thing like that, and you just can't rush this. You cannot rush the Porcupine boys, or else you're gonna get poked. But let's do that. And I couldn't reach it quite yet. I still didn't reach it. Wow, okay. As I don't want to get, you know, too far up there, and then I'll accidentally jump into that zinger. Okay, we're good. And then a thing like that, and now we got 2 Kongs for this part. So far, so good. If I was really, like, ridiculous, I could do a buddy throw and knock out that guy. But I feel like I'm just going to take damage in the process, so that's probably more complicated than we have to be. But, I mean, that happened anyway, so who knows? But alright, let's do that, and that, and that. Is the red zinger going to load? I don't want to jump up there and then get hit by the red zinger. Please don't get hit, please don't get hit. Alright. Save here. Fall here, and hey, we're back to this part again. I don't know. I mean, I haven't really gone back and like looked at the footage of what I did the first time, so I'm not sure what I'm doing differently these times than what I did the other times. But I don't feel like I'm doing anything that different. Wait, why is there no second zinger? Did it not load? It's kind of weird. But okay, maybe because I had both Kongs or something, it just didn't load into memory. I don't know, but I guess I won't complain. Now I have an extra box, which, I mean, I guess I can destroy this guy with it. There you go, now we're in super easy mode. I mean, I opened my big trap at the beginning of the part. I'm like, you know, people say part 4 is, or rather world 4 is gonna be pretty hard. I don't know how to feel about that. And I mean, honestly, it's like, I feel like I'm just doing more silly things than it is difficult, but it's probably a mix of both. Like, that was a pretty silly thing. Can I just squeeze past you there? I can. Okay. That was very good. And then, so pretty much the roadblock we're hitting right now is the part where you have to go under red zingers. Maybe I won't roll this time. We'll see what happens. Oh, thank goodness that honey goes all the way to the bottom. Please don't hurt me. Please don't hurt me. Thank you. Fall straight down. So yeah, I really don't know what it wants here. I don't know. I don't know what to say to that. That's silly, I guess. So wait, rolling makes your hitbox bigger? I don't know. Oh man, if I had both partners here though, this would be easy. I could just, you know, throw one up there. This is really awkward though. But what's the strategy? I mean, I bounced perfectly off that first one. How do you keep going? Oh no! I should have just taken it slow and done the thing where I land and then jump. Oh, I could have had both Kongs at this part too. And now I can't just walk underneath it? I don't understand where that inconsistency is coming from. Okay, I am getting better at that part. No! I was standing around admiring my amazing technique there, and I somehow got butt smacked by that cannon. Shoot. I always end up here with Dixie every time. Just Dixie. And I don't know what I did wrong last time. I don't know. I really don't. Okay, so that's a thing. And here we are. So I actually got a bounce off the barrel last time we were here. But then whatever I did after that wasn't correct. Like, I mean, obviously Diddy would get more height, but with Dixie, I don't see how you do this. Is there like an invisible hook somewhere? No. Can I bounce and then go to the right? And then there'll be something. I don't know how you do this with just Dixie. Well, that's one way to do it. Not what we wanted to do, but we did something. Really, what does it take for that zinger to load? It's really weird. All right, so here's the familiar scene. Dixie only at this kind of awkward part at the end. I mean, the end, I don't know where we are. It's like hopefully we're approaching the end of the first half anyway. Again, we haven't seen the O. I'm hoping that the checkpoint's like right after this part, but I really don't know what this part wants from me. And I always only have Dixie. I mean, it looks like I kind of got stuck inside the wall a little. I don't know if that was intentional or what. Okay, weird. I just kind of, you know, lose my, you know, kind of roll, mid-air roll. after touching the wall. Okay, I just don't see it. I just don't see how I would ever bounce up there and do anything of any significance. I just have to get here with both partners. I think that's the only way. Ugh, well, there goes that, and because it doesn't seem like there's any other DK barrel in the first half, it's pretty much if I take a hit, then, you know, there's no chance for me to get that partner back, and I'm just stuck with Dixie again, and honestly, I mean, I just don't get it. I just don't see what I do at that point if I have just Dixie. So, it's almost like, you know, why play till that point just to get stuck there? I need both Kongs. There, take him out so he can't butt slam us. All right. I mean, might as well switch to Dixie for this, I guess. We'll do it the safe way. Diddy was just kind of rolling in place there, which is kind of weird. Okay, and let that zinger come down, but don't get touched by it. Don't get touched by it. Don't get touched by it. It's just such a tight squeeze here. You don't want to jump too high, too low. Fall down. Okay, now if we don't randomly get hit by these red zingers. Okay. Should be okay. Should be okay. Okay. We did it. We actually did it. Like, is there anything it looks like around here that I could have used to help me get up? It does not appear that there's like a hook I missed or something. I have no idea what I was supposed to do there. But we did it, and let's keep our fingers crossed that there's a checkpoint barrel. Alle freaking Luya. Okay, so to the right, we have an O. But is this the direction we want to go? Because there was very obviously something back there. Yeah, this is one of those odd situations where it's like, which path is the secret path? And honestly, any chance I get to, I think I'm stuck now. But any chance at all that I have to get a bonus game, even if it means I have to sacrifice a few lives to get it, I'm gonna go for it because I don't want to have to replay that first half again, which it seems like there was a bonus game in there that we missed. But it seems like it's at the beginning of the level, so hopefully we can figure that out. Okay, so yeah, we have splitting paths, which is always fun, and I'm not entirely sure what we want to do. So okay, so that was a barrel I had to press the B button to shoot from. So the other way gives you the O, and then this way gave me the N for some reason. So I feel like I'm not going the way I should go if I want to collect everything. And it's just, I really don't understand exactly what I'm experiencing right now. And okay, so I should have jumped. So, I was gonna say, let's fall and see all of the stuff that exists down below. But that was weird. And I don't know what to make of it. Maybe one way is like the DK coin. I also just realized that we do not have our safety net green balloon anymore, which is kind of scary. Okay, so you can't duck when you're on the honey, but okay, so this is probably what you're supposed to do here. Aha, but then we get stuck here. And this looks like it's specifically made so that you can't just like take a hit and cheat it. So is there like an invincibility barrel somewhere, do you think? I guess we'll check it out. Oh, and then it shoots us back. Okay. Okay, but then I still have a lot of questions about how that works. But maybe we do find an invincibility barrel, and at some point we can fall down there. Is there any kind of bonus here? No, this guy is only for bouncing up to the second level. And just like that. Okay, so that crunch seems to just be there to knock you down, which is good to know. Now this is odd to time, but there we go. Okay, so we have a not a spiral, but a circular red zinger coming up. And, okay, doing a thing like that seems to work. And then we have a vertical red zinger. And, no! I accidentally jumped when I got to the top because I was kind of holding the B button. And that totally messed up my ability to avoid that TNT clobber. Okay, so it seems like the second barrel there is the one that you want to go on. So we got this, then we should go to the right this time, and then to the left. I guess we can just stay on the right for a little bit. And okay, there he goes. Can we go top this wall? We can get stuck inside the wall, but then we can jump back out, thankfully. Okay, so here's a barrel. It doesn't seem to do much other than be a barrel. It might be used for a bonus game at some point, or we can use it to destroy this guy with a perfectly timed throw. Like that. Perfect. I'm gonna take it slowly because you just never know when we're gonna have a cannonball shot at our face. Okay, anything interesting we can jump up and get? It doesn't appear so, so now we're supposed to fall. But obviously we're gonna take that nice and slow. Why is it kind of swerving to the left and right? Because of course there's gonna be zingers on the way down. Of course, what else would you expect? Alright, so there's a zinger on the right, zinger on the left, and then zinger on the right again. So right, left, right. Are we going back to the beginning? I feel like this is kind of taking us down to where we started the level. Right, left, right. Was it right, left, right, right? I'm just thankful I have Dixie. And then in the middle somehow. Oh my gosh, if you don't have Dixie, how do you do that? I'm just following the bananas. There's very possibly like a secret inside of one of these walls. Yes! That is the beginning, kind of. Except now there's no yellow zingers here. And the target! This level has 3 bonus games and we didn't find a single one! Sorry, I'm just kind of sitting here with my jaw open at how unbelievable that is. But I guess we're gonna... Okay, and the target has nothing in it. It looks like just a banana. Okay. Okay. And I don't think we got a single coin either. Oh, but we're gonna get a free save, so I need to be very careful to not accidentally use that until we want it. May the Kongs be with you. Yeah, I'm gonna need them because, I mean, I guess we'll look in here for a second. Looks pretty much the same with, I think, more of a red tint. Hitch and Ditch is what Target Terror has become. But okay, we have 3 bonus games to find. One that has to do with the cannon at the beginning, one that has to do with that weird section with the O, and then somewhere else there's another one. So I'll start looking and I'll update you. But otherwise, like, the second half was very simple compared to the first half. There was just a lot of really picky things about that first half. And the fact I have no idea how you get by that 1 point without both partners. But enough with that. Bonus time. It's so weird that that DK barrel sound exists here. Like, there's so obviously something at the beginning of the level. Because, I mean, the cannon is here too. And I have no idea where you're supposed to get a cannonball from. Like, I don't know. Like, when we're up above, you can't come back down. Because there is that one cannon up there that kind of shoots directly straight down. And I feel like that's kind of directly above where I am right now. I don't know if I've ever fallen in that hole. So if you fall in that hole when he's shooting his cannonball straight down, you might end up back here, or it might be death. But that's an option to try. But otherwise, it seems like something weird is going on at the beginning of the level. Especially with that DK barrel sound that doesn't seem to actually be connected to any kind of DK barrel, unless it's invisible or inside a wall somewhere I'm not seeing. So we have a lot to check out around there. Thankfully though, it seems like I still understand how to beat the first part relatively easy. Okay, so this is the point right here where I feel like if we follow a cannonball downwards, do you think it goes into that cannon? Yes! Yes! I cannot believe that actually just worked. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. Good thinking. Good thinking. Find the token. That's gonna be a pain to get back to. 3 seconds. Oh, shoot. Oh, where am I gonna have to retry from? Oh, thank you, Empty Sis. Thank you. Thank you. Shoot. Ugh. See you in a second. I think I got a few lucky bounces there. There was a couple times where it's like, I don't know how I managed that. Man, you cannot switch partners on this platform, which makes this very awkward, but we somehow did it anyway. Is that singer going to load? Yes. So yeah, Diddy's probably who you want to play that bonus game as, thanks to his better jumping. But wow, it is funny. Like, when I was playing this level the first time, it was always something in the back of my mind. But those pits to the right are death. So I'm like, I'm not just going to jump down this pit. I guess I could have, because, it was inevitable I was going to die as Dixie anyway. So we really want to jump when that cannonball is, like, there. All right, 3 seconds. Here we go. And I like how this is pretty much, I don't think it's like, oh man, this, sometimes they do not want to, like, yes, go of the honey. So it makes it really awkward. And yeah, I think that bonus game is pretty much, I guess I gotta start selecting. Oh, that's such a fail moment. Yeah, I think that bonus game is the same as one of the ones in the original, just instead of 10 seconds you get 3, which is pretty funny. I think that's a cool idea. So yeah, I think we've pretty much covered the entire first half of the level now. So I'll see you in the second half. Oh, what? No! No! So I just realized something kind of scary. And that's that we actually don't have the DK coin yet either. So that means we still have 3 things to figure out in this level, which is kind of crazy. Please let that work. Thank you. And yeah, last time I made it here just fine, and the buddy throw backfired. But that time it was good. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Is there anything to see around here? Can we get back here even after we go into that barrel over there? I don't think we can, but I really don't see anything around here. So, all right, we're going to assume we're not missing anything then. Anything under that? It didn't look like it, and checkpoint. So, okay, let's hope that all 3 remaining things are still located somewhere in this half of the level. And this is an area we have certainly not looked at really yet. If I get onto the other side of you, you don't really turn around. I'm thinking, like, what if he shoots a cannonball in this direction or something? But I don't see how that would help. If I do that, is there a barrel that I can bring? And then I could roll it through there. I think something like that might be possible. Because it gives us a barrel here, right? Or, I mean, yes, there's the DK barrel, or there's always the clobber barrel. So I feel like we should do this. And I want to keep both partners so that I can easily get back. Can I flutter off of this? Yes, I can. I can do a jump like this. It might have been possible another way. Diddy's a better jumper when it doesn't come to fluttering, so we'll do a thing like this. And what's the slowest way to throw? Like if I do like an upwards thingamajig and then... It didn't roll though. Huh. I think I have the right idea. I just need to get the execution down. Like... It doesn't seem to want to roll. Oh, because it's a DK barrel. Oh, of course. The clobber barrel will probably work correctly. Isn't it weird how DK barrels are like that? But yeah, duh. So the clobber barrel is the one that we want. I guess I can always do a thing like that. So there is still a use for the DK barrel. But yeah, duh. It's just funny. And I remember as a kid, I always get confused about that too. Like, I would throw the DK barrel. I'm like, how come that one's not rolling? But yeah, DK barrels are just weird like that for whatever reason. Okay, so... How do we not break this on that red zinger? Okay, we just walk off the edge. Sounds good. And that jump was very close. So now I should be able to do a thing like this, and then follow it like this, and then sneak under it like this. And then, yeah, I didn't think that... just damaging through that yellow one would have been such a good idea, because I probably would have got stuck here anyway. You probably want to have the extra speed that this gives you, and okay. Wow. I'm actually surprised that didn't end up with a hit. But let's not lose, that we don't have to do that again. Find the token. And it's Squitter all of a sudden. We have a barrel. Why? I feel like it expects you... Ooh. I feel like it expects you to create webs, and then go back and get the barrel. And then, even though Squitter's gone, you still jump on those webs? But that's gonna be tough. And of course, every single time I want to try it again, I have to replay this wonderful part. So I'll see you in a minute. Thankfully, it's not so bad once you know what to do. And then that looks intimidating, but it's actually not. It's just really stressful because it's like, you know that this is the only chance you get, and then you're doing it all again. So, so let's make some stairs. And then one like that's not gonna work, but I think, like, you see what I'm trying to do, right? Like, that is what you have to do, but better. Alright, is the third time the charm. Honestly, I don't think it's that bad. It's just very tricky. So let's do a thing like that, and I guess, I don't know. I feel like that's probably not well positioned. It gives you lots of time. Oh wow. Okay, my webs are poorly placed. No, I need to. Okay, third time's not the charm. I feel like I'm getting it. Like, if I do that, yeah, that probably would have worked. I just fumbled around too much. So hopefully, fourth the dwarf. That's probably a swear in some language, but who cares? Okay, try number 4. Again, we know what to do. It's just doing it right is pretty tough. So, a thing like that, and then this one, like, if you shoot it downwards, it goes too low. So I feel like you really have to kind of put it in like an awkward spot there. And then that went away, and then I accidentally just threw that, and then there's no way that's like, oh, like. And you can't just damage through it because it's a bonus game. You'll instantly lose. Wow. Like, it's just putting it all together is very awkward. Okay. Here we go. This is it. This is definitely it. Why didn't I throw the barrel first before jumping? Ugh. Okay, well, that's the closest we've been. And honestly, I don't really mind getting back into the bonus game anymore because once you know what to do, it takes like 3 seconds. But we're getting really close. I just didn't want to jump, throw that barrel, and then not be able to make it back to the web. Because it's silly. If I jump into the barrel and just like hit the zinger while I'm holding it, it will only destroy the first zinger. So it was specifically made with that in mind, that you have to throw the barrel and can't just hold on to it. So, ugh. Okay, here we go. Even if I took a hit there by accident, I don't think it matters all that much if we have 1 or 2 partners for this bonus game, because you can't take 2 hits anyway. And no excuse for that one. Okay, so 25 seconds. By this ROM hack standard, that's plenty of time. Okay, that looks pretty good. I think this is going to be good. So, alright, just made that one barely. Yes! Yes, now what? There's still more! I'm just standing here. I'm just going to do this until, like, really. So no wonder you get so much time. Because you have to... Oh my gosh. So here you think you have all this time to work with, and they literally put a section at the end where you have to break a chest open like 10 times before you get the coin. Oh my gosh. If I hadn't have gotten that on my first, like, attempt at getting to the end, I might have cried. Because, wow. I'm just happy that worked out. Wow. And that makes us, 1 bonus game, I still believe, and the DK coin away from being complete with this level. That was hilarious. Like, that's just crazy. I think, no, wait, when's the one I do it? This one? Okay, now, there's a whole bunch of places we can check. Like, whoa! Okay, there's something over there. I figured I was just entering, like, the glitch zone or something like that. I don't know how you would do it. I mean, like, the cannon shoots barrels in that direction, but even if we bounced on one, it's not like it would give us that much extra distance. Is there a way to get, like, Squidder or something outside of the bonus game that we can use to get over to that area? But anyway, we have found, it looks like, another secret. We just need to figure out how to get that one. And yes, still no exclamation mark on the level name. Okay, so somehow we have to go to the right. But I just don't see how that's possible at this exact moment. So we'll keep that in mind for later and continue our way up here. And what was going on with this part of the level again? Like we can, like that barrel is just the barrel for no apparent reason. Does this open, you think this would open up a wall somewhere? I feel like it has to be used to destroy that guy. Do you think any of these holes have anything in them? And suddenly, just like that, we're already at the end, where I don't know how I'm going to... Yeah. This is dumb. Oh, wait, no. Okay, well, look at all this look that we get at the right. I'm thinking that maybe if we hug that wall, you can go through it, kind of. Huh. Okay, we have a lot to figure out still. Okay, I hugged that wall the whole way down, and it did not appear that there was any sort of secret there. And I don't see what could potentially be hidden in this area, so I guess we'll go back and continue digging at that arrow that we found. Like, how could you... Wait! Why did I get a DK barrel? The DK barrel seemed to be located directly beneath the arrow. So maybe if I had stopped moving at that point, there would have been something beneath that? Something weird's going on there, though. I also see potential in the idea that... I don't think I've ever destroyed that cannon. Like, what if I did a thing... Well, I was trying to... Oh, And then what if I still had my buddy and I could defeat that crunch-up? Okay, well, let's try this again anyway. I forgot to put Dixie in first position, which meant I couldn't get to that cannon. But let's once again land directly beneath here. So I get a DK barrel, and then I die. And, like, what DK barrel would that be? Like, there's always the possibility that the camera box is just not letting me see some other area, but... Feels like maybe... I'm getting to that arrow from the wrong location? And you're supposed to get to it from below or something? And like the DK barrel is connected to a different area I just haven't found yet. Something like that. So we're gonna go back and examine that cannon and cruncha again, I think. Okay, so something like that we can do. Do a thing like that, do a thing like that, and does this do anything at all? Oh! Because the crunch is not there now, I'll be able to go into that arrow barrel. Oh! I get it. Okay. So if Dixie Kong had been the main partner there, we would have been able to float over to that. And of course! Oh, that's such a good secret, I love it. Right, very good. And now we should be able to very easily go to the right. I have no idea what DK barrel I was getting then. Is this a bonus game too? Yes! 2 in 1! Doesn't get much better than that. I guess it was like 3 in 1 or such. 3 seconds. What? So do I have to do like a Yoshi jump off of Squitter? Oh, and then I have to do all that again. But yeah, I'm not going to complain when 2 secrets are hidden side by side. Obviously, I love, more secrets the better, more well hidden the better. But in this case, I was honestly really out of ideas after this. So I have to admit, I'm a little bit relieved. Okay, so I'm wondering, what if I just float with Dixie? Like, I do a properly timed roll off the edge and then jump and then float and just completely ignore Squitter. Would that work? I feel like it would. I just need to pull it off in 3 seconds. Starting a bonus game and seeing that flashing 3 in your face, it just kind of sends you into a nervous mess. But okay, let's try this again. Like, I think I should be able to get it. Even I think Diddy could do it. We just have to roll properly though. No, I don't want you. Right. Did I lose the bonus game twice? I feel like maybe Dixie, or rather Diddy, would actually be the better choice for this. Oh yeah, okay. Oh, I love that even if you fall into a hole after getting the bonus coin, it still counts. It's not like Super Mario World where if you fall into a hole after you hit the end of level gold tape, you still die. And that's of course led to many hilarious Kaizo traps in ROM hacks. But with that, oh my goodness, I hate to do this, but I think I'm going to have to call this a video after only one level. I figured it was probably going to happen at some point. I was hoping it would wait until like much later into the game, but that was an hour and a half of recording. So I think rather than risk it, we're going to call it a day here. And I apologize to those of you playing along at home that it seems now progress might slow down a little bit. But let's read the big boy. Team throw any enemy, jump up as the Kong returns back to you, and then jump again just as you reunite. So yeah, I guess you can also jump, but I usually like throw and then throw again, but yeah, it's good to know that if you throw, hit an enemy, and then you could jump. Okay, cool. We will remember that for the future and otherwise. She's getting kind of, you know, light on the hints at this point. But with that, I hope you enjoyed that one level. Man, was it interesting. But there you go, 10 hours, 39 minutes, 40 Creme coins, 17 DK coins, and 47%. Hope you had fun with the first level of World 6. First level of World 6, where did that come from? First level of World 4, I mean, maybe that's just because it's so tough, it feels like World 6. I had a lot of fun, and hope you'll join me next time as we take on more of World 4. So thanks, and see you later! Thank you so much once again for checking out my videos, I really appreciate it, and if you enjoyed, please consider leaving a like and subscribing as it really helps my channel out. With that said, hope to see you next time.